Welcome to the channel. How is everybody doing? As you can probably tell by the title, today we are going to be talking about everybody's favorite topic, allocated bottles. Let's get into the video. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about some of my most valuable, some of my most allocated bottles. And I'm 23 years old. I think these are extremely cool bottles to have, but by no means are these, the best bottles in the world. I think some of them are really, really, really cool, but I would also say that some of them, could be up for argument. Some of these might not be what you would consider my top 5 bottles if you saw my whole collection, but just from my perspective, these are the top 5 bottles in terms of sort of rarity and how allocated they are and how much they're worth. Let's get into the first bottle. First, we are going to start it off with a bang. Number 1 is Weller CYPB. So I have heard that this bottle is extremely overrated. I've heard it is really not the best juice in the world, but that white label with the gold letters, the Weller bottle, I love this bottle. I don't know if I'll ever open it. I'm sure I will. It's just, I know it's going to be a letdown when I open it, and I spent a decent amount of money on it. For me, it was just one of those things where I saw the bottle and I had to have it on my shelf because it just looks so cool. Top to bottom, this is one of the most beautiful bottles in bourbon, if you ask me. Also not cheap. So that is coming in at number 1, Weller CYPB. Let me know if y'all think I should add this into a video, depending on how the channel does, how it grows. I would love to throw this into some blinds. I would love to open it on the channel for y'all. I want to have a reason to open this bottle. I'm in no way opposed to opening anything on my shelf, anything I've showed on this channel. I would love to open all of it. So let me know, what do y'all think I should do with this? When should I open it? Should I open it? I would love to open it. Just let me know. But let's get on to the second most valuable bottle. And I will say it right now before we get any further, these are in no particular order. These are just 5 bottles that I think are the 5 most valuable bottles in my collection. So that's number 1. Number 2 in the collection, I will say, is the E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof Batch 12. This is 131.1 proof. I'm super pumped about this bottle. I don't know, it's just, E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof is something that's really, really rare, and you tell some people you have it and they're completely shocked. I'm really lucky to have this bottle. I got a great deal on it. I think, if I'm not wrong, I'm pretty sure I actually showed this bottle in a previous monthly haul. I think it might have been on the first video that I have on this channel, but this bottle is beautiful. I have heard that it is actually one of the improved E.H. Taylor Barrel Proofs. I heard it's actually better than some we've seen in the past, so I'm really excited to open this bottle as well. This is pretty expensive on secondary markets. I won't say what I had to do to get it, but I definitely had to give some things up to get it, and yet it was still a good deal. So as it is with all allocated bourbon, there's probably a alternative bottle at $50 that's more or less similar tasting. There's just a general consensus in the bourbon community that this is a really cool bottle to have. I'm not saying it's worth, I think it goes for like $350, $375, maybe even $400 in some markets, but I'm not saying it's worth going to the store and shelling out $400. As you can see with, I think, all of these bottles, none of them are even open. So please don't give me a bunch of crap for that. I actually have gotten all 5 of these bottles, I think, in the last 4 months. So these are all relatively new to me, and I'm probably not just gonna open E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof on a random weeknight, but if y'all can, drop in the comments a reason for me to open this, I'd be more than happy to open this for a video. So any video recommendations for any of these bottles, please, please, please drop those in the comments below, and I will do whatever I can do to make that happen. So This is number 2, E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof Batch 12. Number 3, this is, let's go with this guy. Number 3 is Michter's 10, and like I said, some of the bottles on here could honestly be swapped out for other bottles. There's a lot of bottles on here with similar values and price ranges, so this isn't, a black and white list. This is just in my opinion. But this is a Michter's 10 from 2019. I think this might have also been in a video on the channel. I think I might be wrong about that, but it might have been. So I've always wanted a Michter's 10. I think this bottle is beautiful. I'm thrilled to open it. It's a little low proof, which I am a little bit skeptical about. I don't know. I will be completely honest. This is the second most I've ever paid for a bottle of bourbon was this one. So that is a lot of money. So I do have high hopes for it. But this is, it's top 5 to me. If you got it for $180 retail, then hats off to you. Congratulations. I think that's a great purchase. I did not get it for retail. I won't say what I got it for, but I'm happy with it until the day I taste it. Unless it tastes like absolute toilet water, I'll still probably be happy with it. Just because I love this bottle, I love Michter's. I have several other Michter's up on the shelf behind me. They're also pretty rare, but I would say not quite rare enough to make this list. So number 3 on my most valuable allocated bottles would be the Michter's 10 bourbon from 2019. Number 4 on this list is going to be a bottle that is actually in my intro, and so y'all will probably recognize it, but it is Rock Hill Farms. I don't think this one's been explicitly in a video on the channel, but it's really hard not to love this bottle. I don't know if the juice is good. I've never tried it. I've heard it's good stuff. I don't know if it's worth what the secondary asking price is. Very few bottles are. But I had to include it in this list. It's Rock Hill Farms. It's a bottle everyone wants if they don't have. I don't have a ton to say about it, but this is definitely one that had to make my list. It's so cool. It's one of those bottles that you're proud to have when people visit you and see it on your shelf. People that don't even know anything about bourbon are always like, that is a pretty cool bottle. It just looks expensive. It looks rare. It looks allocated. This is number 4 on the list. So let's get on to the last bottle. So the last bottle on the list of my most allocated bourbons is going to be the Blanton's Straight from the Barrel. This one is 132.4 proof, so it's pretty high proof for Blanton Straight from the Barrel, which I'm really excited about. I've heard that this stuff is absolutely nuts. I've heard this stuff is amazing. I am probably more excited to try the Blanton Straight from the Barrel than any of the bottles I've put on this table so far in this video. This stuff is consistently delicious. From every review I've heard, I don't think I've ever heard of anyone that's had a single bad thing to say about Blanton Straight from the Barrel. So yeah, I am absolutely thrilled to open this bottle. I don't know when that will happen. That is Blanton Straight from the Barrel. That is my number 5 most, I guess you could say, allocated bottle in the collection. Thank y'all for watching. I'm gonna put them all on the table just to close out the video so y'all can see all 5 together. So there we have it, guys. These are all 5 of my most valuable bottles. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got to see some cool bottles today. And if you have, I'm sure many of you probably have much cooler bottles than this. So drop in the comments and tell me what is your most allocated bottle in your entire collection. Tell me maybe a couple, maybe more than one. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, please like, please comment, please subscribe. Let's continue to grow this channel and let's continue to talk about bourbon. Thank y'all.